dropped on their heads as children. Here's what's coming up on the Nice Guys on Business.
Funkin' fans, this is a way to know if the guest that's coming on the show is actually a listener to the show, because everybody comes on the show and they're like, oh, I love your show. You guys are so good. And I hold on to that. That's in my head. I'm like, okay, there's another liar. Because, no, honestly, who listens to our show? I don't know. I had 92,000 listens last month. Nobody fucking listens to our show.
What's in the box? Oh, it's just a Nice Guys on Business podcast. Cinderella story. Out of nowhere, former groundskeepers about to be the Masters champions. The Nice Guys on Business podcast. Need an education on how to grow your business? The Nice Guys are here to help. Learn about great customer service, networking, and how just being nice can help you prosper. Now, here are your hosts, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
Welcome back. My name is Strickland Bonner. On the other side of the microphone, Mr. Doug Sandler. Doug, I don't know why, I'm feeling kind of an angry episode coming on. Like a whiny, bitchy sort of.
Okay, so Nice Guy community. So you're kind of are like in our head with us. Strickland, we just did the three interview introductions. Strickland, are you PMSing? I mean, what is going on exactly?
Hey, Funkin' fans, I'm sure if you've heard you heard our Monday intro, which is fine, and Wednesday and Friday are fine too, but that's only because I got it all out of my system before we started recording, because of course I'm always polite when it comes to our speakers and our guests. Yeah, that's it. Our guests. I can't even fucking talk.
Right. You got it.
And I haven't even had that much to drink. I need more to drink. I don't know what the deal is, but man, I don't know why. I'm just like in a angry, pissy mood. I don't know why.
I noticed a complete change in your attitude ever since the Guys We Fucked girls blew us off.
That was like a month ago.
I'm feeling like you've been building. It's just like a big spiral of anger.
Fuck them. They're not even worth it. They're not worth our anger.
They're not worth our anger. Did you give up anything like that you were addicted to? Any drugs, narcotics, anything that maybe are you coming down?
Nothing I want to talk about on the episode, but you know.
I didn't know.
I am back from Vegas.
Last week
I'm back from my family reunion too. I don't know. I don't even. You know what? There's no reason. Let's get right into the speed read of the topics, and let's just dive in right now. Let's do something different by actually getting some shit done right away.
Okay, we can, but can I just do two housekeeping things really quick? And then
hey, Strick, it's no problem. You're more than welcome to jump immediately into the speed read of the topics as soon as I do these two fucking things. Sure, go ahead, Doug, whatever you want.
I want to
go ahead, Doug, whatever you want. I don't care, okay?
Don't take that anger out on me, young man.
Come on, focus, guys, focus.
There it is. She's back. It's Mar, and she's back. Was that the drop, or was that actually Mar saying it?
That was the drop.
Focus.
Oh, that was actually Mar. Mar is here. Focus. Yes, Mar, executive producer Mar. Mar, have you officially accepted the position yet?
What was the offer?
We are offering you double what we pay Anna, which is nothing.
That's true.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Well, we've offered. No, we haven't offered anything actually. No. Okay, hold on to your answer. Don't give us an answer.
I said we offer you double what we've been paying Anna, which is nothing. So we'll pay you double nothing.
Well, I don't know if that's quite a fair
double
offer.
Or nothing?
Double or nothing. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so let me do these two quick things. It's the same things that we do all the time. It's just important for us to remind everybody because I know everybody's got a short attention span.
And Sean Carpenter is pressing the fast forward button right now.
Sean, just hold on a second. I might say it differently, okay? Fuck it, man. We haven't done the promise statement in like months. People that are just tuning in for the first time right now have no idea what the fucking promise statement even is. Thank you, Sean, for emptying that out of our life.
To provide an experience. That's what we do.
And that is totally what we have done. Yeah. But we are making sure that you guys know that if you're listening on Overcast, please take a moment. Please, really important. Right next to the play button when you're listening on Overcast is a little star. Just make sure that is filled out and you have recommended us. You can go back as many episodes as you want. You can do that on multiple platforms, multiple things. So please make sure that you take a moment and do that. That truly helps us stay as popular a show as we are. Last month, 92,000 downloads, 91,800, I believe, came from Overcast.
Now you're just trying to make me feel better, all right? It's not going to happen.
What happened?
Never mind. Just go ahead.
Yeah. Most of it. Why? What are you? Don't tell me you listen on iTunes.
No, continue, please.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. I didn't want to offend you at all. Yeah, 92,000 downloads in the month of July. How cool would it be in the month of in the month of June? How cool would it be to be able to hit 100,000 downloads in the month of July? We are on a fast path to make it to 1 million downloads by the end of the year. We need everybody's help. Let's do it. Spread the love. Spread the nice guys. Okay, Strickland, we are now ready for the speed read.
Spread the nice guys? I'm not going to touch that
one. Strick, I'm all or nothing. I'm not gonna fall prey to that. Okay.
Mar, you're not going to jump in on that? No? Okay, never mind.
No, Mar's jumping in on something else right now. I think she's at her boyfriend's house. I don't know that to be a fact. She has not confirmed or denied. I don't know that Mar even has a boyfriend or a girlfriend for that matter.
You'll take her silence as confirmation because that's how you roll.
I know it. Focus, guys. Focus. She
Come on, focus,
no
guys.
Drinking
Focus
before the show, guys.
Focus.
Oh wait, that was
sorry, Mar. You were talking over your own drop.
I said, no drinking on the show, guys.
I thought it was not enough. I thought it was that we weren't doing enough drinking on the show.
Hey, Mar, if you were to go in, I know that you're not a frequent visitor of bars. At least I don't think that in my head, you're not a frequent visitor of bars. If you were to go into a bar and sit at the bar and have a drink, what would be your drink of choice?
Oh, I don't know.
Hypothetically, of course.
Yeah. Something girly, like a Bay Breeze, maybe. I don't know.
Interesting. Are you a Cosmo drinker?
Sure, those are okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's good. Anything.
Oh.
Tom Collins.
The bar mat. Anything. She'll drink anything.
The bar mat. The leftovers.
Mar, do you have an issue with alcohol?
No, I don't. No, I don't go to bars.
That's what I figured as much. I think Sean is texting all of us.
Strick, did you hear that?
Like, what's going on?
Strick, we are ready for the speed read.
Best line
you're reading the text message that.
I'm sorry. Okay, let's get to the speed read. Screw this. All right, we're ready. Here we go. I don't think I can live during the world. What was your first R-rated movie? Who tested you more? Spouse or boss ever shot a gun in life with anything? What would you be doing for a living? Car oil change? What's your philosophy? 2 optional, and first with 3. God, that was freaking horrible. And I realized that I forgot to take this one out because we did it yesterday, or we did it last week. By the way, for those of you who are paying any attention whatsoever, which I know most of you aren't, this is a lot of leftover topics from last week, but it's good ones that we didn't get to. So I'm going to start over because that was a fucking mess, and we're going to do it again. Here we go. Let's go.
Wow.
I'm not even going to give Doug a chance to chime in and interrupt me.
I won't go.
I don't think I could have lived during the Wild West. What was your first R-rated movie? Ever shot a gun in life without the internet? What would you be doing for a living? Car oil change? What's your philosophy? 2 optional, Amazon, Perth, Weed, Warby, Parker, Rocks, Bingo, winner! I'm going to do a couple of quick ones because we got like 3 on here that we can get to in a minute. First of all,
I have one more.
Okay.
Didn't realize I had one more. Can you just make a note to yourself somewhere in there that I want to talk to? I want to talk about 3 people at a restaurant getting their check. Okay, just somewhere in there. Just make a note, please.
Getting their check. Okay.
What about 2 optional?
We'll see if it comes up on the wheel. Yes, there are a couple quick ones. First of all, 2 optional. I realize we have not talked about it much. This is if you ever come on the show or if you know someone who's going to be interviewed on the show, the question is, if you get an invite in the mail to a party, what would your preferred dress be? And it should be 2 optional. That's the answer.
Right.
Okay.
If Funkin' fans, this is a way to know if the guest that's coming on the show is actually a listener to the show, because everybody comes on the show and they're like, oh, I love your show. You guys are so good. And I hold on to that. That's in my head. I'm like, okay, there's another liar. No, honestly, who listens to our show? I don't know. I had 92,000 listens last month. Nobody fucking listens to our show.
But, we have not mentioned in like probably a month. And so, you know what? If somebody has actually listened over the last month, they might not know. So it is the one thing on the show that we will do exposition on and explain why. It's 2 optional. It's the only thing that I allow myself or Doug to do exposition on and say over and over again. 2 optional if you get an invite in the mail for a party. 2 optional. Okay, second thing that's quick. Bingo winner. Our bingo winner, like technically it was Mar, but
Yeah.
we
She
kind of
was sitting in on the
cheated 'cause she
episode,
was
though.
sitting in on the episode. So I think we're gonna give it to Sean Carpenter, right? Sean was the second one.
Yeah,
to chime in?
Sean actually called Bingo, and I've already gotten his address, and the shirt will be going out to Sean. It was just that simple. Strick, I've got to say this. I want to say this with all due feeling of I'm sad about it, but are we going to have another bingo game, or are we going to call the bingo games over?
Why would we call them over?
Well, I didn't tell you, but I laid to rest the text to join.
Well, that's okay. We don't have to have that to get bingo.
Oh, okay.
Who
I was just
cares?
worried. I was worried about
okay.
that. You have to take
We can
text to join
send people
out of
bingo. I mean, we can tell them to reach out on Facebook or tweet us or whatever. Just say, send me a bingo board and we'll send them. We don't have to text it to them.
Very true. I'm feeling a little bit hesitant to cancel text to join, but from the number of people that we had join through that actual way, it just wasn't cost effective. It was costing us over $1 a month for every person that was playing the game.
Yeah.
Just for us to communicate with them.
It's okay. Screw it.
Okay.
We're still
I
going to
felt
play
a little
bingo.
bad. I felt a little bad. Okay, we can play bingo still?
Sure, of course.
Okay. All right. I thought the text to join was like the source of all things bingo.
No, that was just the medium that we happened to be using at the time.
Okay. That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair. All right, thanks.
Okay,
Thanks
and
for
then
making this is good. You made me feel good, Strick. So your idea of just being a bitch the entire episode is not actually coming to fruition.
Well, it's good. I don't like, it's just not me usually. I'm a really happy guy. I'm really not excited about like being the asshole all day, but it could happen. We can talk about it. Although the next topic we're going to talk about is the Amazon Purchase of the Week. For those of you who don't know, there is a link in our show notes that says Amazon.com. And, if you shop on Amazon, which I'm sure none of you do, right? Just click on the link. Instead of going to Amazon.com, just click on the link instead. Make it a bookmark. It looks exactly like Amazon, but anything you purchase, we get a little bump, a little something, and it doesn't cost you anything more. It just helps support the show. We really appreciate it. And since you're not donating on Patreon, every little bit helps there. The last week we've gotten, what the listener purchase of the week last week would be, Doug?
No, what was
it?
it?
Would be nothing because nobody bought anything last week. Not
well, you know
anything.
what? We've spent a lot of time away from promoting the Amazon.
I know, it's a problem.
This is our definite test to how we know that our nice guy community is responding to the things that we are asking when we ask them to do things. Mm-hmm. So people say, well, why do you keep recommending us to? Why do you keep telling us to hit the recommend button? Because you fucking do it when we tell you
and
to.
We appreciate it.
If we stop telling you to do things, you don't do it. You see, you need one of two things in your life. You either need a dominatrix or the nice guys on business. You pick, okay?
But
one of them is really going to get you in trouble at home, and the other one just gets you in trouble on your ride to work.
Exactly.
It's really easy.
Exactly. But if we go back a month.
Oh, a month?
A month. In the last 30 days, we have actually earned $34 in
what?
Amazon commissions. Do you believe that shit?
Nice. So do we have a purchase of the month that you would like to call upon?
We do.
Okay. Is it a blow-up dial? Because I ordered one of those.
We definitely do. Wait a minute. Samsung Electronic 50-inch 4K Ultra HD Smart. Oh, shit. Well, that was a big... Okay. What? So here's the first one that earned us the most money that we really appreciate. Somebody bought a Samsung 50-inch 4K Ultra HD Smart LED TV 2017 model. Wow.
What?
I would never think to buy something that big on Amazon, but what a great idea. I mean, everything else is cheaper on Amazon. Why would I go to Best Buy,
I bought a queen-size bed on Amazon.
Did you really?
Yeah, and it was delivered in this tiny little box.
When did you buy it?
I don't even understand how they made it fit in the box, but they sucked all the air out of it. It
was really
amazing.
What kind of mattress?
Like a regular mattress. I don't.
Not like a Tuft and Needle. I love the Tuft and Needle ads. They're like mattress companies are greedy, and we're going to change things. I love that.
Oh, I don't know if it's Tuft and Needle. Is Tuft and Needle a mattress name of a mattress company?
Mattress company.
It wasn't like a name brand mattress, but it was like all folded up, real wonky, and like the box. When you open the box and then you pop the little seal thing that's in there, it really just opens up. They're huge.
That's cool.
Big.
Is it comfy?
Cool. Yeah, it's very comfortable.
Good.
It's got a pillow top and everything.
Sweet. Okay, you want to know what the actual purchase of the week is, though?
Oh, that wasn't the TV set? I would have given it to the TV.
The TV I really appreciate because it made us the highest commission. It made us a couple bucks, which
but
is
the purchase of the week.
But it's not. I mean, it's a cool. It's a very generous purchase. It's very nice.
Okay.
But you know
I'm
what
ready.
the cool purchase of the week is?
I don't know.
Somebody bought a pair of UGG men's Ascot slippers. Like, I didn't even know UGG made slippers, right?
What is an Ascot slipper?
Well, that's what's cool. It's like old school. Like it's like, I don't want to say old man because it sounds bad, but it's like the traditional cool looking, like if you can imagine a guy like in a robe with a pipe and his cool slippers. I mean, they're really cool, but they're Uggs.
I'm in. I wonder who bought that.
I don't know. It's really
Does
cool.
it say how much they
them.
are? Say how much they are?
It does. I don't want to say. It wouldn't be polite to whoever it is that bought them.
Funkin' fans, nice guy community. If you decide that you want, are they affordable for the common man?
They're more than I would pay, but that's because I don't wear Uggs. I mean, they're really cool slippers, and I don't wear slippers that often either.
I was going to ask you, do you wear slippers?
No, Uggs are expensive, but they're really, really nice. I mean, they're
I
really
used to
nice.
wear like the foam slippers, the kind that kind of make your feet feel comfy.
Yeah.
But you know what I like? My wife hates when I wear these. I love Crocs. I really do.
Yeah.
They're so comfortable. You can wear them, like I wear them like to go get the mail outside if I'm walking down to the mailbox and come back.
Well, Mar just texted, and that was me in Crocs or in Uggs. We're not sure which. Mar.
No, I don't have the Uggs. I only have Crocs.
No, Mar.
Oh, what'd you say? Sorry.
You're not paying attention. And she's texting. Oh, you bought the. Wait a minute, Mar. So you are the one that bought the Uggs? Seriously? Mar, you're on with us. You don't have to type. You can actually unmute your mic.
Mar, who did you buy the Uggs
I
for?
bought it for my dad for Father's Day.
Oh.
Seriously? That's
bought it
really
for my
you.
dad.
You bought them?
Yeah, that's really me. Yeah.
Those are so cool.
That is great. I was thinking that Mara would have bought them for Who's Your Daddy Day.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Really? Yeah. Mar, we so appreciate you using your Amazon link. I really appreciate it. And by the way,
I always shop.
I had
there.
no idea that it was you, obviously, but and
No.
it totally. And we've got like 16 things on this list from last month, right? It's not like there's only 2 items. There's a lot of items, and this one just totally jumped out. It's so cool. Thank you,
Mara, you don't have any idea who
Probably on mine
you don't
too.
you don't have any idea who bought the 50-inch television set, do you?
No, that wasn't me, unfortunately.
No. I was gonna
That's
say
okay. We still appreciate
that's
it.
pretty. Yeah, we so.
But I would do something like that. I would definitely
Gosh,
do
it's
that.
so amazing. Now that what a great. I forgot what my kids got me for Father's Day. I wish I had kids like Mar.
It was memorable, right? I could tell. Yeah.
Why aren't my kids more like Mar? I'm gonna have a
on.
talking
They
to
didn't
with
do anything for
Rachel
you?
and Adam. I'm gonna have a talking to with you. All right.
Okay, so we
did
got
the speed
through
read, right?
three. We got through 3 topics quick, just like that. How was that? That was pretty good.
Okay. All right.
Are we ready to spin the wheel?
Yeah, but when we spin the wheel, can I hold out that topic that I gave you? I really would like to dedicate Thursday's show to that topic.
Okay, so we're going to save that one till Thursday.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to pull it off of the wheel right now, and we'll put it
Okay,
back
wait.
on for Thursday.
Oh,
I want to make sure it
sorry.
doesn't come up.
Yep, thank you.
Are you sure? Are you
Do you Velcro the topics on, or do you actually have somebody hand calligraphy on them onto the wheel?
Calligraphy. Yeah, because we pay so much that I can afford to have somebody calligraphy, right? Yeah.
Well, we are now up to, I think we were, at least as of last week, $110 a month on Patreon.
I know, so I actually have $10 to pay
Yes,
Anna. Damn.
exactly.
I can't pay you double that, Mar. We don't have enough money to pay you.
That would take us under the production value of the show.
Well,
Sorry, Mar.
On Patreon, we said that when we're over $100, we'll start paying Anna, and when we get to the next goal, like right now, is $250 a month, right? So if we can make $250 a month, then we'll pay the $150 to Anna for doing the show notes, and then anything above that, we can pay Mar to be our executive producer.
I'm
How's
just
that?
curious, Strick, and I'm just really curious what the answer to this question is. 500 by midnight. Does it say on Patreon how much they're making every month?
I think it does. I'll have to look it up. They have over 200 patrons.
Jeez. Yeah.
But they've been doing it for 10 years, too.
Yeah, but they have only been on Patreon for like a month.
Yeah, but that was because they were on They were on
they were somewhere else.
PayPal before. Like you can make a karma donation, like a one-off karma donation. Yeah.
Okay.
They have dedicated fans.
Okay, I understand. Much more loyal fan base than we have.
I wasn't going to say that. I was sort of hinting at that, but I figured we've been digging enough on our listeners already.
I do love our community. You know we love you. Oh my God, would you just do something? I don't care what. Just do something. But not unsubscribe, okay? Anything other than that is within fair game.
Right. At least tweet out and go, will you stop bitching about us? Here I am,
yes,
all right?
Exactly.
That'd be okay.
Bitch. That's all Doug and Strick do is talk trash about us.
Right.
Okay, spin the wheel. Let's get to a topic. Oh. That's a good one.
You can't see it. It's in my house. How do you know what it is?
I know what it is.
Oh, you do? What is it?
I'm not telling. I'll tell you if you were right.
Car oil changes. What's your philosophy?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's not what you thought it was?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't. I get my car oil changed based upon what I think are the manufacturer's specs, which are not the same specs as Jiffy Lube and what the hell, Valvoline, which is the place that I really go. So I wasn't sure if you were a I get my oil changed regularly based upon the manufacturer specifications, or do you follow the 2,500 miles that Jiffy Lube says that you should have it done?
Okay, I'm very curious because you said, when you opened, you said, I go by the philosophy of what I think the manufacturer's recommendations are. Do you actually go by the manufacturer's recommendations, or do you go by what you think the manufacturer's recommendations are?
Well, that all depends.
And by the way, I think Jiffy Lube is 3,000, not 2,500, right?
Oh, okay. Well, that is well below what is actually it was required. Not required, but what is suggested.
Suggested by the manufacturer, or suggested by what you think the manturer suggested?
Okay, so there's a fine line here, because here's what happens. I drive my car until the oil light comes on. No. I drive my car until there is a warning light that comes on that says it's time to change your oil. Not a warning light like as in your car is low on oil or low pressure or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But there's actually a light that comes on, and I believe that is set at 7,500 miles. And I don't set it. The car tells me when it's time to change the oil. I have a Toyota Highlander, so it's nothing like it's a highbrow oil change kind of car. And it's not like it's a very expensive oil change, but I just follow the regular specifications. What do you do? I'm curious.
Well, you're right. If you have one of those cars that says, hey, it warns you when it's time for an oil change, then yeah, that's what you should go by, is whatever the manufacturer says and what the car tells you to do. I think that's definitely a good way to go. What do I go by?
Yeah.
I don't. I have an electric car.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forget.
I never need to get my oil changed ever again.
Jeez.
That's why I bought an electric car. I never have to get my transmission done because I don't have a transmission. I don't ever have to get the water pump fixed. I don't have to do any of that shit. Do you know what I have to do? I have to fill the goddamn washer fluid. That's it. And brakes. Yes, I'll have to replace the brakes at some point.
How much extra do you pay for that privilege? Oh, or for the towing that you have to get when you run out of fucking charge.
Hey, nobody's fault but my own there, okay? I'm sorry. I would love to blame somebody else, but nobody's fucking fault but my own there.
I think the biggest problem with an electric car is, and we've had this conversation before, but the biggest problem I have with an electric car is the fact that I can't go where I want as far as I can't. Or if I do decide that I want to drive a considerable distance, I got to stop for a 4-hour recharge.
No, the range is a problem, but it all depends on where you drive, how much you drive, and what flexibility you have. Now, your wife, in the industry that she's in, right? Mm-hmm. She is driving constantly, all the time to locations, and she has to drive long distances. You sit on your ass at home most days, but when you do have to drive, you got to drive long fucking distances, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Now, I live about 30 miles from my office, and my wife's office is probably 10 miles away, right?
Okay.
So on any given normal day, if I had to travel somewhere far, I could just take her car and she could drive my car to work, right? And there's almost no situation where both of us would be driving a long distance on the same day and have to worry about it. But your situation's different, right?
Yeah,
On a Saturday, when your wife has to go to an event that's 100 miles one way and you have to go to an event on a Saturday night that's 100 miles the other way, you don't have the option. I totally understand it. It absolutely makes sense. But by the way, I've got a Ford Focus electric, which basically, other than the fact that it's electric, looks like a regular Ford Focus, right?
Right.
And I really like it, but I would not buy it again specifically because of the range. Now, if the same car had a 200-mile range, yep, I'd buy it. In fact, there's the Chevy Volt, which might have been a better option for me, but it was actually considerably more expensive. The Volt only has a battery that runs about 55 miles, but there's a gas engine in it that acts as a generator. So you can always put gas in it. You can basically recharge the battery as you're going. I would have gotten that. Or there's a Chevy Bolt, like a Bolt with a B, I think that's just come out, that has about 220 miles. And the new Tesla Series 3, I believe, says it's about a 220-mile range. Those are both $35,000 to $40,000 cars. If I was going to spend that on a car, I would totally get one of those. The only drawback I have is I get about a 75 to 80 mile range, and it's definitely a pain.
Yeah. And there's also many other, like I had there's two lights that came on in my car. I'm like, every time a light comes on, one was a check, you never want the check engine light to come on.
No, yeah.
And that was the light that came on. I'm like, oh shit, that's going to be an expensive repair. But it went out. So I'm thinking, I maybe there was a slight malfunction in the light, or maybe the light went out when I covered it with black tape. One of the two things happened. I don't really know. I don't care. I just don't want there to be a problem with my car. Right now, summertime is really not a good time for anything that's financial to come into my life. I like to just hold up in my house and not go anywhere. And I try my best to do that, although there are a couple of vacation weeks that are coming up. Strick, we got to actually talk about how we're going to make sure we have a recording date for the podcast. I don't want to miss. I'm going away on a cruise for a week.
You have more vacations coming?
I haven't even started my vacation yet. This week I'm going to, or actually as of the date of this podcast episode airing, I'm in Orlando, Florida right now at the National Speakers Association conference. I know that's not vacation, but it's down in Orlando, so you can't go to Orlando without taking just a quick jaunt over to Disney or Universal Studios. So Danielle's going to meet me down there, and we're going to go to Universal tomorrow, actually Wednesday. And then the week after that, I'm going to the beach in South Carolina, right outside of a town called Charleston, South Carolina. Really fun old town. We're going to go visit a beach house that's down there that we're renting for the week. And then when I come back, I'm back for a week, and then I'm going away with Rachel. We're going on a cruise. We're going on a Celebrity X cruise. It's going to be great. Just my daughter and I.
Yeah, I'm really feeling for you, Doug. I'm feeling bad for you.
Yeah, this vacation stuff is it's very expensive.
And then August, we're at Podcast Movement.
Oh, yeah. Then we're going to Podcast Movement. And then September, I'm part of the Icons of Influence with Steve Olsher. There's a whole bunch of traveling going on. Way too much traveling for me. Too much. But Podcast Movement is going to be really fun. That's in, is that the end of August, did you say?
Yep. August 22nd through the 25th.
Yeah, so literally I'm coming back from this cruise, turning around and going out to California with you. Oh, geez, so much traveling. I'm excited for it. And in the meantime, I won't have to change my oil for the entire summer because I will not hit the 2,500, 3,000, or 5,000 miles, whichever one is the recommendation from the manufacturer. I have no idea, but I'm waiting for the light to come on.
You won't be driving.
Okay, let's spin the topics.
All right, let's see what happens.
Do we have time for one more after this one, or are we?
I don't know. I think we probably got time. I didn't notice what time we actually started, so I really have no idea how long this episode is. I think we're about 20 minutes in, 25 maybe. I don't know.
Depending on what this topic is, this may be the last one for the episode today.
Nah, maybe we could do one more.
Okay.
Ever shot a gun?
Oh gosh, have you ever shot a gun?
Yeah, not recently. I mean, I think I did. When I was a kid, my dad had a handgun, and we went out target shooting. And I think when I was in college, I went to a buddy of mine's place and shot a rifle once or twice. But since then, no. So
what's your feeling about having a gun in your house?
I am, again, I am not going to.
I'm not asking you for your NRA stance. I'm just curious about your own.
Well, I'm totally, positively, 100% against it. Although I certainly support the right for other people to have them in their house. But that's, a topic that what did we get into last week? Religion, right? Now we're going to get into guns and politics and shit like that.
This doesn't have to be a deep conversation. It can just be do you have a gun in your house? Or if you don't have a gun in your house, would you be okay with a gun in your house? And you're stating it. I'm not looking for your political beliefs.
I don't have one in my house. I would never, ever want to have a gun in my house. I don't, you know what? If I enjoyed hunting or shooting, yes. Okay, I guess I'd be okay having a gun locked up somewhere if I wanted to take it out shooting somewhere, but it's not really my thing. But like to have a gun in my house for protection? No, yeah. I think it's ridiculous bullshit that people are like, that I have to have a gun for protection. Like there's so many, to me, better, safer ways to protect yourself. But you know what? To each his own.
To each his own, exactly. I'm always afraid that if I have a gun in my house for protection, that the gun is going to be used against me.
That's it, exactly. Hello. I mean, more. That's it.
Give me that gun.
That's it. And people can say all day, well, you know what? It's all about training. It's all about education. Sure, I totally agree with that. And you gotta know what you're doing, and it's very important to do that. But you know what? Whoever it is that's breaking into your house, they can't, no matter how good you are with a gun, they could get the drop on you and they could get away from you. Or one night you get drunk and get stupid and get pissed at somebody. Or if you're not as safe as you should be with your gun and you don't have a lock on it, or maybe you have a lock on it, but maybe your kids know where the key is, or you didn't really lock it up as well as you thought and somebody else gets a hold of it. There's so many possible downsides.
Opportunities for there's many more. In my opinion, I kind of agree with you. I've toyed with the idea of getting a gun. It's just Danielle and myself in the house. Mm-hmm. And oftentimes I will be away, or I might be out late on a Saturday night doing an event or something like that. And she's really good with a firearm. I mean, she's already proven that she's really, really good with a firearm. So I'm thinking, it might not be a bad idea, but then I worry about just what we talked about. The chances of the gun being used against her, against us in the house, it's troubling to me. And I'm not sure if I had a gun that I could actually point it at somebody that was intruding in my house and shoot them. I mean, if it came down to it, somebody's going to do me harm or I have to shoot them, I'd be able to shoot them, I think. That's a really big if, and that's somebody breaking into your house. They do not want to run into you. They don't want you here. They'd rather you not be here. You being here is just coincidence that they're breaking into your house, unless somebody has a personal vendetta against you, in which they're going to get you anyway.
Yep.
I don't think the gun's going to do you any good.
I totally agree. And if your idea is protection, hey, somebody breaks into my house, I want to be able to protect myself. You know what? Your wife is really, really good with a firearm. You know what I'm really, really good with? I'm really good with a button on the wall that I can push. It's a fucking panic button that is going to, it's going to put off a huge screaming loud alarm, and it's going to call the cops, or it's going to call the security company, it's going to call whoever. Because you know what? If I'm a burglar, right? I
don't want that shit.
Like, first of all, if I'm a pro, if I hear that, I'm going to fucking run, right? If I'm a kid, I'm going to run. But you know what? If I am confronted, and if I'm a pro or I'm a kid, and I'm confronted with somebody pointing a gun in my face, man, you want to talk about fear? Like, you just don't know what somebody's going to do in that situation. I mean, agreed. I got to believe that no matter what kind of burglar you are, whether you are a pro or you're an asshole or you're some kid or you're a drunk or whatever it may be, if you hear some screaming fucking alarm going off, you're just going to run. That's what you're going to do. Why would you do anything else, right? Like, I'm going to find the asshole that pushed that alarm. I'm going to go beat the fuck out of him while I think the cops may be on the way. No, right? But if the house is silent and I turn a light on and I see a guy pointing a gun at me, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. You know what? If I run, are they going to shoot me? you know what? I think I might try to go after them because I might have a better chance of not getting shot by actually lunging at them versus running away from them. If I turn around to run away, I'm worried that I'm going to get shot, right? And they can say to me, hey, I'm going to call the cops. Guess what? You're not calling the fucking cops right now. Your hand is on the gun, right? So if you got to take your hand off the gun, that gives me an opportunity to go after it. I'm sorry, there's so many more opportunities for something bad to happen than press the fucking alarm button. It's just too easy.
Okay. All right, you won.
But hey, you know what? Not like I have a strong opinion on it or anything. I could be totally fucking wrong, right?
You know what I have to say? These bitches ain't your friends.
Hey, Mar, you going to chime in on this one?
That's a hard one, but based on what I know, I think there are a lot of accidents at home with like kids getting into the gun. So that kind of makes me feel like I don't believe in them.
So it sounded, with your hesitation, it sounded like you were going to take the contrary point of view, like you actually do have a gun or like guns, or you see a...
No, I don't. No. I'm sorry.
I would have assumed that Mar does not.
They just fall into the wrong hands.
I would have assumed that Mar was a little bit more timid, and she would probably not want a gun in her hand. I don't think that she is. I didn't figure her for a rough and tumble kind of like, give me the gun, let me practice, let me go to the range kind of lady. But I could have been wrong. In this case, I wasn't.
See, I totally see the appeal of them, right? It's not my thing. I'm not really into them. But Doug, I know you've gone to Vegas and you've like shot machine guns, right?
Oh, many times.
Yeah.
Love it.
Not really my thing. I totally see the appeal of it. But you know what I have an issue with? You can walk into a Walmart in the South. I mean, in a lot of states in this country, and you can just walk out the door with a shotgun or a handgun and ammo. And just
I don't think you can walk out with a handgun. I think you can walk out.
Oh, right. There's more regulations on handguns, but as long as it's a rifle, if it's a rifle, you're using it for hunting, so it's okay. So I could walk out with a shotgun and a box of shells, and with no background check, no nothing, and just go do whatever the fuck I want with it, right? But you know what I heard just recently? Like a year ago, they were debating a taser ban in Howard County, Maryland, right? I'm like, wait a minute, I can walk into a store and buy a gun, but you're telling me I'm not allowed to own a taser? What the fuck?
Wait, you can buy a taser? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Are you not allowed to buy tasers?
No, I had no idea. Where would one go to buy a taser?
Well,
they don't sell those
like pepper spray or something. I mean, it's obviously a very serious version of it, but I think you can just go buy them anywhere, right?
You can buy it on Amazon.
Hey, wait a second.
Yeah,
Is taser, is that the one that's got like when you shoot it, it sends out these little darts that have like a coil cord attached to it that will shock the shit out of whoever is on the business side of it?
Yeah, that's it exactly.
It's different than a what do you call the things that you have to touch somebody in order for it to be?
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. I think they're the same. I think they're versions of both. I mean, they're both considered tasers, but there is one that it actually,
you have to walk up to somebody and actually touch them with that, and it's got the little the two pins.
Exactly, but they're both considered tasers as far as I know. Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah,
no.
It just that frightens
Mar,
me.
what's your stance on tasers?
I don't see very many people with them.
I don't know. Those are pretty serious things.
No, but I agree too. But I think you can. I don't have a problem with like walking into a store and buying a taser. As Mar texts me a link to the 230 million. What is that? 230 million heavy-duty stun gun, rechargeable with LED flashlight.
Oh, that's 230 million volts.
You can make sure and see at nighttime. You can see the person you're getting ready to tase. I love that.
Oh,
but the worst thing that's going to happen with a taser, you know what? Somebody's going to be incapacitated for 5 minutes. You know what? They're not going to fucking die.
No.
If I happen to be drunk and I happen to point the taser at somebody, you know what? They're going to be pretty pissed off, but they're not even going to the hospital. I mean, God, you hear about like these kids who like get their dad's gun and they're like playing with it and fucking shoot themselves. Like, what the fuck?
No. Bad stuff.
I'm sorry, we're getting all political and shit now. You know what? I'm going to spin the wheel.
No, you're not getting. Oh, we have time
I'm
for
spinning
another
the wheel on
topic?
myself. Well, yeah, we don't want to end on a downer like that, right?
Okay. All right. Got it.
What was your first R-rated movie?
Oh, man. What was my first R-rated movie? Do you remember your first R-rated movie?
Don't really. You know what? I think
I
it was
do.
something called Foxes that was horrible, and I don't even know why it was rated R. It was when I was a teenager. Like, I was too young to get in. I think I snuck in, and it was really bad.
My first R-rated movie was Rollerball.
Oh wow!
Do you remember Rollerball?
Yeah. That was the. I don't know.
Violent, like violent roller derby, if I remember
Right, it was
correctly.
like futuristic roller derby, right?
Yeah,
was that
yeah,
Paul
it was
Newman?
great. I don't remember who was in the movie. I haven't seen it since I saw it. I think that was in like, I don't know. Can you look up what?
I'm gonna
what
look it
year
up
that,
now. It's interesting. Yeah.
I'm thinking that Rollerball came out. I'm gonna say, oh gosh, I want to say
70s.
I was thinking it was the 70s, but I was too young to
75.
get into it. Was it 75?
75. Well, it came out, apparently it was redone in 2002, and then apparently it was a
not
TV
that
show
version.
too. No.
Not that version. So 75 was the first version?
Oh, James Caan. I knew there was
James
some
Caan,
big
that's
name in it.
that's
James Caan.
Yeah, not Paul Newman. You were close. Same era, James Caan, Paul Newman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell you my age because Strickland would beep that out. Oh, by the way.
You could tell me, but I'm going to beep it out. Yeah.
You'd have to listen this far deep into the episode, and sometimes you don't do that.
Yeah, but when it's you and I talking, if you let it slip in an interview, like when you're got a guest on, I might not listen. But like when we do it here, I'd remember it. I would.
Just so you know, I did happen to mention it in the Nathan Chan interview that I just did.
You mentioned your age?
Yeah, I did.
Thanks for the heads up. I appreciate that. I'll make a note of that.
No, I'm not going to tell you where, so now you have to listen to the whole interview.
God, you're going to make me work for it? Oh, jeez.
I don't even remember where in the interview I mentioned it. I just know that I do. Nice Guy Community, listen carefully to the Nathan Chan interview. It's coming up, I think, at the end of July. Oh, you're not going to be still subscribed. Silly boy. You're not going to still subscribe.
You will have stopped listening by then.
To our podcast by then. Okay, Strick, we got to get out of here. We've got to get to Thursday because I'm so excited to talk about Thursday's topic. So can we cut the episode here so that we don't burn another topic? I really want to spend a few moments talking about it. It's going to be a fun yet serious subject we're going to spend on Thursday talking about.
Fun yet serious subject.
Fun yet serious. It's almost like I wish I'd had one more person on the show with us, and I'll explain what that means on Thursday. But it really would give the full 360 view if we had one more person on the show. But we're not going to. We're gonna bear it. We're gonna go right after this one together. This will be good. Yeah, we're gonna do it.
If you say so.
Yeah, I do. I say so.
Steve O'Brien, why don't you go ahead and take us out of here?
You've put enough in little Johnny's 529. Now, it's time to really help out someone in need. The nice guys on business need your support. Please go to patreon.com, and for as little as $2 a month, you can help these guys continue to ramble on and on and on, week after week after week. Thank you for your support. And boy, is it weak.
Okay, we ready to record our episodes now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Mar, are you going to chime in? Or are you going to hang back?
She's already in. She's in.
Okay, we ready?
You got to mute her. She's got a truck going through her homeless place.
No, fuck that. I can do it. I'll fix it in the mix.
All right, I'm ready. I'm standing up. I'm ready.
Are you ready, Mar?
Yes. Can you hear me?
No, it's
okay?
fine.
Is it bad
It's fine.
sound? You have to tell me.
Fix it in the mix.
Okay.
You could
Fixes
turn your gain
everything.
up a little bit.
Strick
but other than
fixes
that, you're
everything.
Oh, the gain. Okay, tell me
It's
which
turn
way
it,
to
Mar.
push
It's
it.
not
fine.
push it.
Oh, stop. If you're looking
Turn it.
at it,
Whatever.
flip it around, look at it, turn it clockwise. Clockwise if you're looking
This
at
way.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, I'm looking at it.
Okay.
Okay.
Come on, guys. Focus.
Is that better?
Focus.
Worse?
I want my own
No, good.
focus.
That's good.
Better or worse? Number one, number two.
Boom.
Are we ready?
Do it.